No nonsense, just facts.
Which countries have had the most dynasties?
The country with the most dynasties is definitely China. Over about 5,000 years, it's had around 100 to 150 dynasties and regimes. That includes big names like the Han and Tang dynasties, plus a bunch of smaller, short-lived ones. Next up is Iraq, or what we call Mesopotamia, with about 80 to 120 regimes. You've got the Sumerian city-states in there, along with foreign powers like the Persians, Greeks, and Parthians taking over at different times.
Why have there been so many dynasty changes in these places?
It mostly comes down to geography. In China, you've got the Yellow and Yangtze rivers, and in Iraq, it's the Tigris and Euphrates. These rivers made the land crazy fertile, which drew tons of people and kicked off civilizations. But here's the kicker, both spots are like big open highways flat, no natural barriers like mountains or anything. That made them super easy to invade, so regimes were swapping out all the time. Oh, and they've been around forever. China for about 5,000 years, Iraq for 6,000. That's a long stretch for lots of changes to pile up.
Which countries have had the fewest dynasties, from ancient times to now?
Top of the list is San Marino. Legend says it's been kicking since 301 AD, or at least the early Middle Ages. So that's about 1,724 years with just one regime, the Republic of San Marino. They call it the world's oldest republic, and it's barely changed how it runs. Then you've got Iceland, with maybe 2 or 3 regimes over 1,150 years. Switzerland, with 1 or 2 over 730 years. And Australia, with 1 or 2 in just 250 years. Why so few? These places are kinda out of the way, with stuff like mountains or oceans keeping invaders out. They're not loaded with tempting resources. Their governments stay pretty steady, and they just haven't been around as long as somewhere like China or Iraq.